Kaizo Ironmon is a Pokemon challenge that was designed to be unfair, and not even fun. It was designed for the Pokemon veterans that have nothing better to do than to waste hundreds or thousands of hours not even getting the first badge. So I'm basically perfect for it. It has like 50 different rules ranging from cruel to downright dumb. Even just reading through them all took me 10 minutes the first time. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to mention the rules as they come up. You might think the challenge is easy at first, but trust me, it'll just keep getting worse. And with that, let's get into my 1786th attempt. The run that won Pokemon Fire Red Kaizo Ironmon. The challenge begins, and the first rule comes up immediately. You have to talk to Mom. Yeah, I don't know why this is a rule. Then we see the lab, and you'll notice an item on the ground here. I was playing this on a quality of life hack that makes hidden items more visible and moves the potion in the bedroom PC into the lab for convenience. I grab that and look at my starter options: Manectric, Raikou, and Lickitung. So, of course, I picked Lickitung. Not because I wanted to, but because the rules require it. For one, you're not allowed to choose any Pokemon with a base stat total of 600 or higher, or use any legendaries. So Raikou was not allowed. But why not pick Manectric? It's clearly better than Lickitung. Well, you actually have to pick a starter at random, and Lickitung was unfortunately what I got. This was no ordinary Lickitung. Let's take a closer look at the tracker. This has the ability Serene Grace, with the moves Constrict, Return, Swords Dance, and Facade, and a really high speed stat for level 5. This is because nearly everything is random. Every Pokemon's ability, every move they learn, and even their base stats. The only things that aren't random is their typing, the amount of moves they could learn, and the total of their base stats. This means that normally weak Pokemon, like Lickitung, are still generally trash. With an awful starter, I initiated the rival fight. This fight is where 75% of all attempts ended, because if you ever lose a battle, you re-randomize everything and start a new game. In the fight, I set up with a Swords Dance, and thanks to maxing out my friendship with Lickitung before the battle, 2 returns barely take out my rival's Manectric. Once out of the lab, I start looking through the wild Pokemon. I'm not allowed to feint any wild Pokemon, but I am allowed to catch 1 per route. However, if I do catch a new Pokemon, I have to use only that Pokemon. The best wild I find is a Skarmory, so I catch it and name it Della, after Dellamy, who had just raided my channel moments before. Looking at its stats, it's pretty great. Balanced defenses, high speed, decent special attack, and abysmal attack. This kind of stat spread is what you're looking for in Kaizo Ironmon, especially with a Pokemon that has a suboptimal base stat total, 135 lower than the 600 stat total limit. But what it lacked in stats, it made up for in its ability and typing. Sandstream is usually one of the worst abilities in this challenge, but on a Steel type, it is amazing. And the Steel Flying typing, in Gen 3, it resisted or was immune to 11 of the 17 types in the game, and only 2 weaknesses, Fire and Electric. There was only one thing Della was missing.
We need special moves. If we can get special moves, we're good.
Moves like Flamethrower, Extra Sensory, and Thunderbolt are great moves in this challenge. They have perfect accuracy, high power, and good secondary effects. If Della learned some moves like that, things would get very serious. But without those moves, I just had to trudge on forward to my first trainer battle. You'll probably notice here that Engineer Antoinette's Wartortle is quite a high level for the very first trainer. That's because all the Pokemon in the game have had their levels boosted by 50%. This means that in the final battle, the champion's ace will be level 95. And remember, I'm never allowed to fight wild Pokemon. The only way to get EXP is to fight trainers. So I do my best to slowly whittle down the Wartortle with Return until...
Alright, we'll probably learn 1 move at the end of this battle, which will be big. Or right now, Thunderbolt. Oh my god, that is insanely huge. That is like probably top 5 moves in this challenge. Don't get attached until we pass Brock though, chat.
Yeah, thanks to some insane luck, I got an excellent move in Thunderbolt. But like I said in the stream, don't get too attached to this run until I beat Brock. Why Brock? Well, it's because gyms are terrifying in this challenge. I'll explain why when we get there. I cleared all the forest trainers, Della reached level 18, and learned Aerial Ace, which is good until you remember Della's awful attack stat, but it could still help in some niche situations. After stomping all the forest trainers in the rivalry match, there was nothing left to do except enter the gym. In Kaizo Ironmon, there are 2 key rules that apply to gyms. Once you enter, you're not allowed to leave without a badge, and you must fight every trainer before you tackle the leader. Also, certain boss fights, like gym leaders for example, have 3 extra Pokemon. This means, for Gym 1, Della will have to defeat 7 Pokemon in a row. There are a couple of extra overarching rules I should talk about now too. You can never buy any items, except Pokeballs and Repels, and your Pokemon isn't allowed to hold any items, except berries and herbs. And any randomized healing items you happen to find on the ground, you can only use them during a battle, when you're still vulnerable. Needless to say, Gym 1 kills almost every run that makes it out of the lab. In this run, the trainer preceding Brock was a bit tricky. The first Pokemon was a problematic Flygon. It took Della down to nearly half health, and the Venomoth that followed had a powerful Ice Punch. This forced me to use one of my 2 healing items I found thus far. Even worse, I'd used all of my Blast Burns by the end of the battle. Going into Brock with a limping Della, he sent out, to my relief, a Metapod, which gave me an opportunity to use Moo Moo Milk and my 1 X special I had found. Items which you usually want to save for the late game, by the way. During this, Della got tormented by the Metapod, forcing me to alternate moves every turn, so I had to eliminate it with Aerial Ace, allowing me to Thunderbolt the next turn. Brock sent out a few weak Pokemon in a row, allowing me to handle them. The final Pokemon, Espeon, was a bit of a struggle with its Stab Extrasensory. But, using the boost from that X special earlier in the battle, I was barely able to eliminate it, nabbing me the first badge of 8 and clearing the first major roadblock of the run, only to be thrown directly into a new challenge soon after, Mount Moon. Similar to gyms, caves and buildings with trainers can only be entered once. So, once I enter Mount Moon, there's no going back to the Pokemon Center, and I had just used all my healing items in the gym. There's a new problem here though. Since you never get to fight wild Pokemon, you have to try and fight every trainer in the entire game to get as much EXP as you can. So, in dungeons like this, you have to gamble a bit and fight as many trainers as you think you can beat without losing, because once you leave, you can never come back. This run that I was on was also particularly challenging for this section, because Thunderbolt only has 15 power points. I couldn't solely rely on that one move. Return and Aerial Ace were physical moves, so if I haven't hit a random Pokemon with Flame Body or Static ability, I could get burned or paralyzed, and Blast Burn would leave me vulnerable for the next turn. I had to expertly manage my resources here. I started by sprinting directly to the very end of the mountain, and fought the only 2 required trainers. I then worked my way back, fighting trainers until Della was just under half health. I didn't want to risk any more than that. I also collected every item. Well, almost. In this cave and this cave only, there are special rocks that act a bit strange. They have hidden items that appear on them, sometimes. The way they work is that every 1,500 steps, the rock has a chance to spawn its item. Thanks to the nifty Quality of Life mod, we can see the percent chance. This one has a 40% chance to spawn an item after 1,500 steps, for example. So I ran back and forth for a while until every rock had its item. But to prevent exploiting this mechanic, of course there's another rule. You're only allowed 1 item per individual rock. In this run, I got incredibly lucky with the rocks.
Full restore, and that's why we do this. Moo Moo Milk! Super Potion! That's actually so sick.
In an instant, I went from 0 healing items to 3, giving myself a much-needed safety net.
Alright, we made it out of here.
I did have to skip a few trainers and some EXP, but I was able to successfully survive the subterranean section. North of Cerulean City was the next area to traverse. There's only one difficult fight in this area right at the beginning, the rival. And of course he opens with a Flygon, a Pokemon Della did not have any good moves for. To make things worse, this Flygon also had Hydro Pump, forcing me to use one of my precious healing items.
Can you miss 1 Hydro Pump? You hit all 5? Okay, that's very cool.
The remaining Pokemon all went down in 1 hit, but the damage was done. This fight revealed 2 important things. I needed way more healing items, and more importantly, I needed some better moves. Skarmory was level 31 after the rival battle. This meant that it could only learn 3 more level up moves for the entire run. The next move was just a single level away.
I think our best move right now to get is probably Ice Beam. That's a bit of an ask, but honestly, I would be happy with just a simple extra sensory too, you know? I mean, we'll get a move right now. Please be water or grass. Thunder.
Thunder was not the move I was looking for. With an unreliable accuracy and the same typing as Thunderbolt, I couldn't justify learning it. 2 chances left. That's it. Getting to Bills was pretty uneventful, and since the gyms are such a challenge, I opted to enter SSN first for some extra EXP, and a chance at another level up move. SSN did have an additional rule I need to mention. You can't use any non-Poke Center healing spots. And the other rule about only entering certain areas once, that applied here too. The rival went much better this time, and I was able to get cut without issue. I also cleared as many trainers as I could, but the limited PP on Thunderbolt was really starting to scare me. I needed that level up move to be good to sweep the entire ship, especially because I skipped so many trainers in Mount Moon. At level 42, Della was able to roll the dice again, and here's what I got.
Oh my god. I was joking about learning extrasensory. Oh my god! 30 power points, 80 power, chance to flinch? I'll take it, baby!
Extrasensory is probably the best attack I could have gotten. You're probably questioning the odds here that I got exactly what I asked for, but I asked for that move in every single run before this one. It was bound to happen eventually. With Della's new incredible psychic power, I crushed the SSN and leveled up enough to get Della's final move.
145 Furry Cutter, that's our last move.
It wouldn't cut it. I was stuck with these 4 moves for the rest of the run. I had to defeat every Pokemon in the game with just this. Well, maybe not. I would have exactly 7 more chances. I showed earlier that TMs and HMs aren't allowed to be taught for battling, but there is one exception to that rule. You're allowed to use the TMs gym leaders give you. The TMs are random, and there's only a 50% chance your Pokemon can learn them, but it is a chance. I entered Misty's gym with a level 45 Della and a Dream. Since Della had 2 of the best moves in the game and a huge level advantage, the gym trainers and Misty's 5 Pokemon went down with ease. I received a new TM, and...
Come on, be good, be good, be good. Psy Wave. That sucks.
6 more chances to replace Aerial Ace or Blast Burn. They were really just taking up space at this point. To enter Gym 3, you need a Pokemon with Cut. One of the only merciful rules in this challenge is that you're allowed to use a different Pokemon for HMs, as long as they never attack in battle. The starter Lickitung rotting in the PC was perfect for this job. So, I taught him Cut and immediately attempted the most garbage puzzle in all of Pokemon. Surge's first 2 Pokemon were slightly intimidating, but after that, he really wasn't an issue. His remaining Pokemon all had one shocking, fatal flaw.
Ooh, Goldeen. Bro said, I want a team that's weak to electric, not electric. Alright. Please, be good. Reflect. Come on! I don't need that trash.
After Surge, there's one last trial before you get a bit of a break. Rock Tunnel. It's another dungeon, so once you're in, you gotta do it in one shot, hopefully defeating every trainer along the way. Della, having only 2 good attacking moves with no PP ups, was still able to defeat nearly every trainer. I did have to skip one due to a lack of PP, but overall, an incredible Rock Tunnel despite the circumstances. By completing Rock Tunnel, I finished what most Kaizo runners consider the early game. The upcoming mid-game isn't super eventful, but it is still critically important, because once you finish the quick Pokemon Tower sequence, nearly every overworld trainer is available to battle. This section of the challenge is for collecting all the items you can, fighting trainers, leveling up, and most importantly, gathering information. Your Ironmon is usually overleveled at this point in the game, so when battling all the trainers, you get to discover which Pokemon are the big threats in a comparatively safe environment. Who can survive your hits, who has dangerous abilities, while hopefully never seeing moves like Mirror Coat, Counter, Destiny Bond, or Perish Song, which quite often have no counterplay. In this run, we discovered the big threats were Claydol. It's immune to Thunderbolt, resists Extrasensory, and could take Blast Burns thanks to its Drizzle ability. Entei, Arcanine, Ho-Oh, and Jolteon, who all had high special defense to survive hits and strong moves to retaliate with. Slacking, for obvious reasons, and Politoed, with Volt Absorb and high special defense. During the mid-game, I also got fantastic luck with the randomized items.
Max Potion is big. Nice. Energy Root. Yo. Moo Moo Milk. Okay, that's a big one. Soda Pop. Okay. Full Restore. Yeah.
I entered the 4th gym with a level 73 Skarmory and 12 healing items, totaling 700% of Della's HP. A very comfortable position to be in. In Kaizo Ironmon, Gym 4 has never been a problem for me, and this run was no exception. Erica was a pushover.
Please, give me Ice Beam. Gym 19. Bone Meringue.
The next gym, though, is a major run killer, Koga's gym. You have to do Koga's gym next because Sabrina's gym is locked behind Silph Co, which is the longest dungeon in the game, it's actually best to do that as late as possible. But since I fought every available trainer in the game so far, I have to go straight from the weakling Erica to the monstrous Koga. The Pokemon levels jump significantly, and there are a total of 20 Pokemon in a row you have to beat without leaving the gym. Here's how it went.
Tangela with Drizzle and Cross Chop flinch. Yes! Ooh, we've never seen that before. I'm an extrasensory. Okay. That is a huge monster of a defensive beast. Nice. About the same power point, so I can use the strong move. Okay, this is our first Mewtwo. Please die. It that crit, but it has 0 HP because it lowered in a second. This one died to Thunderbolt in the past, so I'm going to Blast Burn it anyways because it's the last Pokemon. Okay, I am burned. I don't think I have a Lost. No, I don't. I have a Lava Cookie, and I have Heal Powders. Let's kill this thing first, because if I heal, it's just gonna use another Flame Wing. Yeah. Okay. And we're gonna Super Potion. And I'm going to Regular Potion. Cool. We're fine. This is... Oh my god, bro. Go away. Okay. We're fine. Deoxys is not here to end my run. Not this time. Ah! Flinched. W. Flinch again. Okay, it just used Meditate. It's stupid. Crit. Easy. Deoxys is fine. Deoxys, we were still a little scared. Okay, that's all the trainers. Alright. Please, Koga, have garbage. Really make me want to Blast Burn on the first turn, because you're going to live that. Yep. It's fine. We'll waste your potions, I guess. Chime Echo. First time we've seen this. That was a crit Kingdra. It's died to Thunderbolts in the past. That is now the biggest threat. Okay. Thunderbolt, don't use Mirror Move. Okay, don't survive and use Mirror Move. That would be bad. Thunderbolt. I don't want to use any heals here. Azumarill. Thunderbolt. Everything is weak to electric. Let's go. No heals. Okay. Water Gym Koga is down. Wait, what was the TM we got? Is it 6? Did he give me Sing? Not even able to.
Using only minor heals on Koga was huge. Quite often, the thing that kills good Pokemon is a lack of heals going into the late game. This was the most I had ever had by far. I was feeling good and was up for the next challenge, Cinnabar Island. I did almost die twice while fighting trainers on the way there.
Yo, Aggron is thick. Ah! It is thunder. Why are these... Ah! This is a scary one, chat.
Just a bit worse luck and this whole thing would have been over. After fighting all the trainers unlocked by Surf and a speedy mansion, it was time for Blaine's gym. And this was a bit of a risk because the levels of the Pokemon were starting to catch up, and Silphco was technically an option. But what you might not realize is that Blaine gives the most valuable guaranteed reward in a run like this, through a mechanic called Badge Boost. In Generation 3, certain badges actually boosted specific stats of all your Pokemon. Brock's badge, for example, raises the attack stats by 10%. Blaine's badge, however, raises both your special stats by 10%. A massive boost that the game just glosses over. I honestly didn't notice it until starting this challenge. For this run, with Skarmory's low base stat total, that 10% boost would be vital for surviving the insane 11-floor gauntlet that was about to come. So, I entered Blaine's gym, mowed through his minions, and challenged the leader. Fortunately, the combination of Electric and Psychic has pretty good coverage across all Pokemon, so Della didn't really struggle against Blaine. Aerial Ace did come in handy for the first time ever because a Shedinja happened to show up, the only Pokemon without a randomized ability. I left Blaine's gym with full HP, a special boost, and a new TM, the ultimate technique. 6 badges down, 2 chances left for a better move. If I didn't get something there, the final Indigo Plateau fights would be brutally difficult. Ignoring the Sevii Islands, because they weren't allowed of course, I had to do the most strategic part of the run next, Silphco. This beast of a skyscraper has 30 different rocket grunts inside, with 80 total Pokemon. This area is the single largest bank of experience points in the entire game. Della, between Thunderbolt and Extrasensory, had only 54 power points. and there were actually only 3 required trainers for this whole place. The rival fight, a Rocket Grunt, and Giovanni. There's just one catch. If you beat Giovanni, every trainer disappears forever. So I needed to take a calculated risk. How many trainers can I beat, and then still take out Giovanni afterwards? That's the puzzle. I started by conquering the rival, then went to unlock Giovanni's door. The Rocket Grunt had one of the big threats, Jolteon, who, because it had Super Fang, forced me to take a massive risk with Blast Burn, sacrificing my next turn. Jumpluff then came in and used Confuse Ray, then Double Team. Della then hit itself in confusion a bunch of times, and was down to nearly half HP by the end of battle. Not a good start. Since I wasn't allowed to use any free heals during my time inside the company building, I needed to be very cautious going forwards. I had to try and heal on Pokemon I thought were weak and use Aerial Ace whenever I thought I could get away with it, knowing that if I didn't kill and a Pokemon used counter, that could be the end, right there. I needed to take these risks though, because the PP just wasn't there. I had found a PP max during the mid-game, but already used it on Thunderbolt, and even that wasn't enough. I carefully navigated every battle until floor 4, where I found something incredible.
Hyper Potion. PP Max! I could just PP Max Extra Sensory when it gets to 0 now. That's an extra 18 moves.
The next floor was also perfect.
Lemonade? You're too good to me. Lepa Berry. Oh, thank you. Lepa Berries really help in this situation. So useful for this.
These finds, combined with the spare elixir I had obtained in the mid-game, allowed me to fully clear the entire tower, leaving me with plenty of moves to use for the Giovanni fight. Solrock was his first Pokemon. Solrock had Volt Absorb, making it an almost perfect counter to Della. Its moveset was even worse, using Kinesis to lower accuracy. Della clutched the next 2 Pokemon with strong hits, but another threat was sent out, Volt Absorb Politoed. I was an idiot here and forgot the Volt Absorb part, so I wasted some turns, but it didn't end up mattering. I won the fight and made it out alive. Because Della was now level 86, Sabrina's gym was free, which meant a new TM.
Please be good. TM04. Come on.
Grass Whistle. Not the magnificent power I was looking for. One more chance. Giovanni's gym. This was it. My opponent's levels were starting to catch up to Della. A single bad battle with 2 or 3 big threats could end the entire run. Della couldn't just one-shot everything anymore. I needed to be fully focused on every fight. For the 8 trainers of Viridian Gym, I played well and took a small chunk of damage. One battle stood between me and my final shot at a better moveset.
Let's go. Giovanni time. Mightyena. Thunderbolts. It dies. Good. This is the biggest threat that he has for me. I don't make the rules. That's just what they are. Thunderbolt. It dies. Okay. This is Flame Wheel potentially. I'm going to Blast Burn. No, I'm going to Extra Sensory go for the flinch. Tickle. Nice. So Viper. The Extra Sensory. Hit him on top. We Extra Sensory. That's Badge 8. Okay. Please give me something to replace Aerial Ace. That's good. I think we keep Aerial Ace.
With that, my moveset was locked in. Thunderbolt, Extra Sensory, Blast Burn, and a terribly weak Aerial Ace. After a visit to the Poké Center, my full health Della easily handled the pre-Elite Four rival fight, and I dashed through Victory Road, grabbing every item and skipping every trainer. At this point, the trainers are so strong that there's an incredibly high likelihood for them to kill me, especially in a dungeon like that, so it's best not to test your luck any further. So, after scouring the region for every item in the entire game, fighting every trainer I could, and playing my absolute heart out, it was time for, by far, the most difficult part of Kaizo Ironmon, the Indigo Plateau.
It's time. 1,786 attempts. Is this going to be the run? This is my 5th time making it to the Elite Four. The most heals I've ever had by far. Here we go. Welcome to the Pokemon League. Are you ready? This is the first time we've seen a Smeargle. Please just die. Okay. It has Sand Veil. Interesting. So we Aerial Ace here. And now we need to hit another one. It used Detect. It is stalling my PP, bro. 2 detects? Really? I'm using Extra Sensory. Okay. It's down. Dustox. Okay. We have Extra Sensory for this. Please die. No. It has Spark. Okay. That's some damage. Okay, that's a Lemonade. Really? A second stronger Dustox. Flinch it. Flinch it. Flinch. I'm paralyzed. I think I full restore here. Don't you do it again. Don't you do it again. Don't you do it again. Okay. Okay. Clefable. It's always died to our attacks. Thunderbolt. Agility. But you died a Sandstorm, right? Volt Tackle. Ah! What is this, bro? We know what moves it has. It has Extreme Speed, Double Kick, Double Team, and Confuse Ray. But I have heals for that. So I'm going to use my small heals now. Moo Moo Milk as well. That does a lot. Now we crit. Check it. Okay, we didn't crit, sadly. So we're going to have to hit a Thunderbolt now. We hit a Thunderbolt! And Blast Burn for the final one? I missed. That's really nice. Okay. Well, we made it to Bruno. Okay, this is Volt Absorb. It's always died to Extra Sensory, though. It probably won't die this time. It does die that time. Okay. Ditto. Ditto is... okay. I'm burned. I'm burned. Full Restore number 2, I guess? No, we kill and then Full Restore number 2. Because it's just going to Sacred Fire again. Okay, that only does 30. So yeah, we have to Thunderbolt again. Yeah, okay. God, that's so scary, bro. Full Restore. Use. Cotton Spore is very annoying. Okay, we go for the flinches. It outspeeds me. What? I'm going to X defend and then X attack. I'm going to use 2 X attacks. I have a potion. I'm going to use that. It only does 9. Offense down. Bayonet. Drizzle. This one will probably survive. Yeah. Vine Whip. No potion. Good. Torkoal survives this, but the best thing it's always had is Ancient Power. That's okay. We have the berry. It outspeeds me. Uh-oh. It's just going to miss Lovely Kiss, right? Oh, yeah, Cotton Spore. I should have used more setup. I'm going to use the Awakenings. Iron Defense, that's actually totally fine. Hits another one. I have 7 status heals. I'm going to use them. It copied all my stat changes. You've got to be kidding me. It has double its attack stat now. The only attacking move it has is Gust. But wait, it's slower now. Isn't it slower now? Full Restore. Yikes. So we'll go for the flinches. Iron Defense. Let's go for the flinches. Flinch. Good. Thunderbolt kills. Yeah. Quillfish. Thunderbolt. Okay. 2 down, 3 battles left. I have a Full Restore, a Max Potion, 2 Hyper Potions, an Energy Root, 2 Moo Moo Milks, and Status Heals. We're giving another Chesto. You're sleeping on the white herb? You know what? I'll try it. Yeah. Let's go. Agatha time. It's a really annoying one. But we're holding the white herb, so Kinesis won't... Paralysis is annoying. Get rid of that. Okay. Next Pokemon hopefully is a Ditto. Houndoom. Just die. Just die. We outspeed. We're fine. We'll heal on the next one. Okay, not a speed die. Good. Misdreavus. It is Flame Wheel. The thing is, Misdreavus is going to survive any hit. Root for sure. Okay. Does it not have Flame Wheel anymore? It's tickling me! Stop tickling me! Stop it! The ultimate move! Uh-oh. It has Super Fang. Flinch. Flinch. I'm gonna X attack twice. And we have to kill it. Scratch, scratch. Okay. Dire hit as well. Okay, that was a crit. We use Moo Moo Milk here. If they still have Brick Break, they can just kill chat. So, we do this. I think now we use the Max Elixir as well. It's probably gonna take me out, though. Scratch. That's annoying. Okay, Aerial Ace, please kill. Wow! This thing is a monster! No flinching. Full Restore. Flinch. We just have to flinch it. Okay. We'll heal on the next one. Wigglytuff. We Moo here. Okay, Sky Attack. We go for the flinch. Jesus! I can't risk a Blast Burn. I think I heal and then hope we flinch. Yeah, it could crit. Wait, we outspeed. It's fine. We crit. Okay. Mr. Mime. I think we heal. Man, we're running low on heals, bro. Hypnosis. You gotta be kidding me, brother. Thrash. Okay. Just hit the Blast Burn. Okay. This is now the furthest I have ever made it. We have 3 full heal items still, and 2 citrus berries. I have no X items left except for X speed. So here we go. 2 battles left. Let's hope it's a bunch of weak garbage. 6 Gyarados, please. Just have 6 Gyarados. Is that too much to ask? Let's find out. All right, Della, let's do this. Lance time. Come on, have garbage. Lantern. It's always died in 1 hit to extrasensory. Including this time. Okay. Kyogre. This is the first time I've ever seen Kyogre. Please, just kill it in 1 hit. Just kill the Kyogre in 1 hit. Please, please. That is a lot of HP. Sleep powder. They might heal from that. That might be a heal from them. Wish. That's fine. That's so fine. Is that... Well, it's gonna put me to sleep again. It might not have any moves. I don't know. It's a crit. It doesn't matter. Oh, okay. Pidgeot. Okay. Pidgeot's down. Kingler. Della. It's fine. We have the herb. We're good. You heal here. Or, no, you don't. Venomoth. Do I use my 2 citrus berries here? It's 60 HP. Have we seen the ace yet? Oh, I don't know. Okay, I'll just... It might not have Ice Punch. I'll extrasensory. Okay. Gyarados. Well, isn't that exactly what I asked for? 1 more Trainer of the Fates! Will I win? 1 battle between me and victory, bro. Let's do this. While working on my Pokedex, I looked all over. I assembled teams that would beat any type. And now I'm the Pokemon League champion. Sman, do you know what that means? I am the most powerful trainer in the world. It's a Delibird. That's a good start. We're gonna X speed. Sing Mist. So Viper. Extrasensory. Icy Wind Mist. Is that the best it has? Icy Wind? We wasted the full restore. That's huge. Deoxys. What happened to that best Pokemon you had? Excuse me, sir? Paralyze it. Sweet Kiss. I'm full healing. Where's my full heals? Oh, they're lava cookies, right? It has Hydro Pump. But it's okay, because it missed, and I will crit. Did it use Sweet Kiss again? No, you said miss Sweet Kiss. Please, kill it, kill it, kill it. You have another full restore? Since when? Paralyze. Please. No. Withdrew? Volt Absorb, you're a genius. This has always died to extrasensory. I'm gonna use it. If it survives, I'll heal. Back to Deoxys. Okay. Thunderbolt. Hydro Pump missed again! Yes! Please don't full restore again. Come on! It missed again! No more full restores! Yeah! Oh, yes! It's another lantern! I'm healing on it. Oh, I should not have healed on it. Okay, Manectric. It has Kinesis. We max potion here, right? I think we max potion. I think we heal here. Secret Power, no paralysis. Good. Ah, oh, dang it. It paralyzed me. Paralyzed? What am I even saying? Screw this. Paralyze heal. Stop it. Don't do it again. Stop it. I'm just going to start attacking. Extrasensory. Come on. Come on. Paralyzed. I'm full restoring here. I have another max potion. No. Do I? Full restore. We're doing it. We're doing it. We're doing it. Last heal. No paralysis. No paralysis. Okay. Blast Burn. Does it KO? It does with Chip. Come on! That's it! I beat Kaizo Ironmon! 1,786 attempts later. Karmri did it after all. There's a reason why I like Steel type so much. Welcome to the Hall of Fame. League champion. Congratulations. I guess I gotta get Heart Gold, Soul Silver Kaizo set up, huh?